Welcome, everyone. Perfect timing, just as the train was going past there. But welcome to episode 23 of Kinlaig. We made a lot of money last episode, like a crap ton of money, which was epic. Now, we have to also be aware that money's pretty much got to last us through the year. So, we have to be careful. So, I did consider a couple things. Now, one thing we could consider, we go to aquaculture. This guy right here, 125. It's not too much money, honestly. And if we customize it, which this part doesn't make any sense, it says plus 75,000 there, but it's still only going to charge us 125. I don't know if it's actually going to charge us that extra 75,000. We'll presume it is. So $200,000. That's not bad at all. We could get this rolling. You can toggle free mode and you get it pretty much on the coastline, actually. I didn't really realize that. That's pretty much right there. Now, the reason I think about doing it that way is because we got to take a look at a boat. So let's go to the boat dock. I can't remember how much they are. We have a forklift here that's included in the map we can use. The cargo vessel. Oh, it's only $275. Oh man, so that would be $475 if they charge us full price for this. Guys, we might do that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It probably won't happen this episode, but well, that's tempting. Now, these guys, they should be fully grown next month, and then been 10 months before they reproduce. Yeah, so we'll keep going, and then once they reproduce twice, we sell them. So we have like 2 years until we're gonna sell any more cows, probably. But that's okay. That once these two sets of cows get 2 more sets, obviously we're gonna it's gonna keep multiplying. So it's eventually gonna be great. Oh, I've got these 2 extra contracts I need to complete real quick as well. Obviously, I've been taking on contracts as I choose to and can. Now, worst case scenario, if like we get in a spot where we don't have any money left, what's really nice is the deadwood ones are pretty regular. So I could just take like 6 or 7 deadwood ones to cover our expenses every day. It's not the worst idea, so that can actually work out pretty well if we need to. Now, if it only costs 125 to place it, that would be pretty screaming deal out there. Now, it kind of wants things loaded there, but we can load wherever we want. Now, given this, I mean, give me a second here. Let's go back to the farm. Don't look. I did buy something there. Don't look at it. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Yeah, we could drive out here and then go around these people's house. I'm not sure they'll be too happy about that, but yeah, that's pretty much a straight shot off to the ocean from where we're at. And then we could load out here. So we could do that because I really don't want to drive everything or producing things. Well, I mean, honestly, what do we have to? We just have to grab stuff off of there. We could get the production started at least at some point, and then because we can distribute everything out there pretty much. Well, fish food's gonna be the problem. We're not producing any fish food right now, so eventually fish food could be distributed, but it's gonna be distributed between here and going out there. The other option we have is we could just buy another one of these since we got this land operation pretty locked and try to get this maxed out. The other problem with that, though, I mean, yes, we have room for it. Once I get rid of those objects, it would actually sit really well over here. The only downside with that, I actually don't even have to get rid of those objects if I don't want to. I just set it right on top of them. Make it look like it's kind of just an expansion of that building. That actually looks pretty good right there. I'm pretty happy with that. But problem with that, because there is a problem with that. We also could build a bunch more of these. These aren't very expensive. But yeah, again, problem is we still don't have enough fish food. We're still going to be buying a crap ton of fish food. Our biggest problem is fish food. Fish food getting produced is our biggest issue. So, yeah, obviously offshore aquaculture is where we're heading. I do want to do onions at some point. But the other thing we could potentially consider, there's nothing growing in here, which is going to be kind of unfortunate. But that's 307,000. We could consider just getting that field. We could also buy that one. We could buy 2 new fields. Well, that'd be all of our money. But we could buy another field and get more product happening, more product producing. So we'll kind of figure that out. But regardless, I did buy this guy, which was a whopping $63,000 after I got it loaded up with some green wrap here. However, once we wrap all of these bales that are here and all the bales in the shed, which is going to take me a hot minute to do, that will make enough money in silage if we sell it at the right time of the year to pay off more than... Don't get the heck out of here. Don't tell me that bale type was not supported. Why? Why is it not? How big is that bale? Don't tell me this. This is going to be a nightmare. How big are those bales? Hold on a second. I'm about to cry. Not really, but maybe. How big are those bales? So the train already coming back through? We're not... Didn't it come back through 5 minutes ago? I thought it was every 10 minutes, not every 5 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. Everything's upside down. What bale size are we putting out? Are these... Oh, I'm about to lose it. I think I know the problem, and I'm going to be very sad in a minute. What bale size? 240. Oh, crap. You know what? I thought 220 was the biggest, because here's the problem. 220. None of them go up to 240. Oh, this is a nightmare. I might just get our money back for that. We haven't used it. I might just say we get our 63,000 back for that. Well, that was a nightmare. So now we know in the future. Now we got a bunch of grass bales that are honestly useless. So we're probably... I mean... Oh, I'm gonna cry. Okay, we could build a... We gotta pivot here. We could build a bunker silo. We got plenty of room. We got all this room over here and things like that. Let's see. What do we got for... That's a silo. What's a cheap bunker silo gonna run us? Manure heap, that's a small bunker. $22,000 for that. That's not too bad. So we could do that. But that's gonna be... Because we'll get that 63,000 back. So we'll have that. The problem is we then have to shred it back into regular bales, which is going to require feed mixer. However, we can just lease the feed mixer. All right, this is going to come together. This nightmare will end, because I don't want to throw the grass away. If I sell the grass, that's not going to make us very much money. 38.5. How much is a lease on this? Okay, 1,900 bucks. So we could probably do it all in under an hour or something like that. Get them all concocted down into grass, loose grass again. So maybe we do that. I think that's our best hope. And then we can do this in the future. What we can do, actually, how much are loading wagons going to cost us? Because then we can just pick it up in the future, but we need to know how much a loading wagon is going to cost. Only 30 grand. So so buying a loading wagon, that's step one. If we buy a loading wagon, we buy the bunker silo, that's 52,500. Plus we lease the forage mixer. That's in our 2,000. So we're still under the cost that we're going to get back. The 63,000 we're going to get back for the bale wrapper. So we'll regain all of our money. Basically, it's the same. It's going to be actually cheaper for us to do that. And then we'll have that loading wagon going forward. Now, I don't need to buy the loading wagon right now, but in the future I can buy it when we do some more grass stuff. So I think that's going to be the way to go. Pulling silage out of there, however, is going to be... Oh, that's another problem, isn't it? We can bucket it out, but that's going to take literally forever. So I think belts would be the way to go. But, all right, that's going to be a future problem. I think we can do silage. Now, where do I want this? So I actually think what we're going to do, we're going to sell this guy off because this is costing us maintenance costs every year. Oh, got rid of the... Where's the four-wheeler? Let's get tabbed over to that. Costing us... Oh, that got rid of the house, too. Oh, my. Well, the house didn't have a sleep trigger anyways, so maybe that will help us a lot more. I'm going to see what that does to our... costs at midnight tonight, and I'll let you guys know. Because right now we've been paying... I mean, you can look at it. It's ridiculous. $55.99, $56.18 a month is ridiculous. So I'm hoping that helped us. But that cleared up a lot more space than I thought that would clear up. So I'll put this right here. I'm sure I'm going to lose it again. Actually, we probably should put it over in the shed. Otherwise, I am going to lose it. Stick it right over there. I'll forget where it's at. Doesn't matter anyways. Okay. So, this tree, we can get rid of this tree too. I'm just going to delete it. Don't you worry about what I'm doing. Okay. So we have this space now. That actually opened up a lot of space. I didn't know I was going to get rid of all that. I thought it was just that shed there. So yeah, that's a lot more space. I kind of hate these being over here now and kind of want them over there. This could, though, so we could move this stuff. And we could put this right there. I kind of like that idea. I also really hate that we use this silo. How much is this silo? We get 19,000 back. Can we get a better... This one only holds 75,000 liters. What's the next step up from there? That's 75 as well. This is 100,000. Not really a good style for what we got going on. That's 150,000. Can we change the color on that at all? No. That's 80,000 for 200,000 liters. I think we get this silo. I'm just tired of this setup here. And maybe we put the bunker silo there and we put the silo right here. That might be better. All right, so we'll have to put this down first. What do you mean overlapping with our object? There's nothing there. Put you right there. I think we do this. We're going to just kind of revamp the farm a little bit. We're only going to get 20,000 for that other silo, but we're going to move all the stuff out of it. And then we'll put a bunker silo over here. So that's what we're going to do. And then we can sell these two things off, actually, as well, which would be great, which we can actually... let's just sell these real quick with you guys in so we see what we get out of it. Where's the store? It's over here. The repair trigger's like right there. Yeah, that was almost perfect. Get that down so it'll actually drive a little bit more effectively. Alright, I don't know what we're going to get, but let's see. We'll repaint that. And we will sell it. Okay, 11 grand, that's pretty good. Let's go back over to here. Just, yeah, enter vehicle, and we'll run over here to our other one of these. Because these things have been a nightmare, especially with the style of trailer we've been using. It's been an absolute nightmare for me. Which I know it doesn't affect you guys as much. Is that going to be within this area? No, okay. Nope, I can't do that. I got to just... Nope. Alright, it's in visit there. Oh, now you're out here. Okay. Can I just lower that down pretty much into the area? I would imagine that would be pretty close to in there. We'll get the tires in there just to make sure, though. This is honestly nowhere... This has gone a completely different direction than I thought this episode would go. Oh, gosh. All right, repaint. Sell. Okay, that gives us $20,000. Let's get this back out of here. I'm just trying to do it quick while you guys are here. Normally I drive them back and forth, but it just doesn't matter right now. Okay, so what are we going to get for this? Now, I paid $63 for it, and I said since we haven't used it, we're going to talk to the store. And I think that it's fair for us to get our full price back. Okay, this guy right here. So we're going to sell that. 58,904. Okay, so what's 63,000 minus 58,904. We got most of the money back already. 4,096 is all we're adding this extra to fully reimburse us there because we haven't even owned that for a month. All right, let's get this back over here. Okay. Let's move some stuff around. Well, actually, the trailers are down there, aren't they? So I gotta move everything out of the silo. I'll move that in a second. I'll get this stuff finished up. I'll bring you guys back in to put in the bunker silo, okay, is kind of what I think we'll do. And I'll get a feed mixer up here as well. I should have picked it up while I was down there with this. Good if I was teleporting, but it's okay. I'll drive back down there and pick it up. But yeah, and then we'll use this area over here as kind of just parking for now, I guess. This can just get parked over here. But yeah, I'll rearrange the farm a little bit, and I'll bring you guys back in here in just a bit. All right, we are ready to prepare, or to not prepare, to repair the damage that I've done with this right here. Now, one thing I will say as well, I did forget to get the grain and stuff out of the flat bottom bin before I sold it. The good news was I realized we didn't have anything in there anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, new silo all set up there. Let's get our bunker silo in. Wherever we decide to do that. Those ones are a little... Yeah, no, I like the one, too, that comes with set up here. But I honestly think that that's a pretty good spot for it right there. You know? I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I like that right there. I think that's a good spot. Nice and condensed still. We still have plenty of room on the farm. And I did go with the slightly bigger feed mixer because it does over double. And it was an extra, basically $900 versus leasing this one. So I thought that would be worth it to save me a little bit of time. Not a lot, but I'll basically show you the concept here. If you ever have bales that you need to not be bales anymore, you can go pick them up, theoretically. I think we're just doing this in the speediest manner, or the quickest manner possible. That's too much weight for you? You gotta be kidding me. I should have put the weight on the back. That's what I should have done. That's okay. We'll grab them one at a time. It's not gonna take 2 minutes to fill this up anyways. So if we get this up here... Oh boy. I might have to go grab that weight anyways. when the last time I've used the weight is. Now it should... Oh, get out of here. I guess grass doesn't go in there, does it? Oh, this is a nightmare, everyone. Alright, we may have to do some cheating. In real life... in real life, you'd be able to... you'd be able to, one, you'd be able to chop these up, and two, you'd just be able to throw them in your bunker silo, so... I might just look at the volume we have, and then we'll just... What we will do, I will say, though, we will buy our loading wagon now. We'll do that. This has been a nightmare, everyone. That is so much more expensive for not much more. Yeah, we'll do this guy right here. We do want a silage additive tank, because that's going to add more volume later when we're doing things, but it won't matter for now. Holy nightmare. Okay, well, we can do this now. Let's go to our list of vehicles. We can return this, because it is absolutely useless in terms of the game for us. We still paid for the leasing costs, so I think I'm okay just kind of figuring out exactly how much grass we have, and then kind of cheating that around. But, yeah, this has just been a nightmare, everyone. Just an absolute nightmare. So, I will get that done, load up that bunker silo, and I'll bring you guys back in here in just a bit. Well, I've done quite a few contracts, and I've got this covered here. There's a lot that kind of bled out, and this is not all of the grass we had. I haven't gotten rid of the bales yet, but I will get rid of the bales. But we had a total of, oh gosh, we had 35 grass bales. Not 35 grass bales. We had 88 grass bales, which equates to just over 35 of these full. So I only was able to get 29 of them in here. Yeah, so anyhow, it's a lot of grass, but we're doing good. We're doing good. And I got some manure thrown down over here, which we're still doing good on that. Oh, is there any... No. Okay, I was just making sure. Trying to keep up on contracts. You guys are doing fine. How much manure do we have? 70,000 liters still, so we're doing good, even after fertilizing all of our fields just about. So that's quite a bit. But yeah, I need to get all the grass bales cleared out of here. I'm just going to delete them. But yeah, there's 88 there. So we had over 500,000 liters of grass. I think almost 600,000 liters, in fact. But yeah. Now, what I might do to get rid of this... I also think we really need to invest in one of these at some point, because that'll really help compact things, or a leveler. What does that weigh? 1.4 tons? That weighs 2.7. That's probably better. But yeah, so maybe getting something like that to help us out. I did buy a pallet of this and put it right here, so we have that for when we start doing more work. But I think what I would want to use is, to get this out of here, is a belt system. It's like that guy. Accompanied with that, but this problem is this thing is pretty large. But I think that would obviously, I mean, obviously it would do the trick. This would also do the trick, but I think that, well, this one's cheaper. How high up can this one go? So how much is it to lease this thing? 918. Let's lease this real quick. It's what? That's almost $1,000 just to test our theory before we invest. Let's visit here. Let's go take a look. Because if we can get this one high enough, I think this one will hook up to, yeah, with that little attachment there, it'll hook up to the other one. Oh. Not quite high enough, I think. So, alright, well, that answers that question. Yeah, this is supposed to just be an extension belt, but it definitely looks like that's what it's going to be. So, let's return that. Okay, so now we know we need to buy this guy and then this guy right here. So these guys are quite big, but that's going to bump our price over the cost of the bale wrapper, but it's going to be all right. We're going to get the money back eventually. Oh, these guys are doing really good here. We got a lot of fishies running, but yeah. So I think that's where we're going to sit for now. I'm going to decide if I want to spend any more money on getting a fish farm going or anything like that. We could potentially do that. It kind of just depends on how much it costs. So we could look into that, or we could look into more fields. You know, it's kind of, those are kind of our options. If we have the boat, it doesn't matter as much because we can load up fish food on it and we can take it out there. And we don't have to worry as much about whether or not, you know, we can, yeah, you know, we don't have to worry about whether or not it's close enough here where we can get it over onto there. But yeah, and then we can put, you know, we can put it out like maybe right here. We have the fishing boat, and the boat can just go boom, boom. Maybe out here a little bit further, because I'll probably want to add some more. We have a lot of water to work with. I'm not really worried about us running out of water per se, but yeah. The other thing we could, there's other productions out there, right? I'm trying not to make this all about productions. I haven't done we haven't used greenhouses in a while. I'm trying to think of the last time we used mushroom greenhouses too, but I really don't want to do more greenhouse work. I mean, I've done it in the past. It's nothing crazy new or anything like that, so I'm not going to worry about that. But yeah, so anyhow, we got some silage underway. We got a new bunker silo. We organized that area. It was a debacle, by the way. It took me like an hour to compact it because I didn't compact it as I went, and I should remember that from my Frankenmuth series. I need to compact it as I go, so I'm going to try to do that a little bit better. But yeah, anyhow, I think that's where we're going to end this episode. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.